This video is about an engagement. I gave you guys a message in the past and I told y'all that there was an engagement and it was in someone's home. And I told you guys in this video that, you know, there was a family member and a friend that were not happy for you, and they kept trying to like procrastinate you from doing stuff, getting stuff together. Like your husband's about to come to the house to propose to you. You had to clean up and get stuff done. And this family member was telling you to go and buy stuff, knowing that this person's coming to propose to you, right? So they're kind of trying to like block it or delay it, right? But it didn't work. You stood up for yourself and you said, no, I'm not going to the store. I'm going to get myself together. This dream is kind of similar, but it's not exactly like that, but there's some similarities. So you were actually on your way somewhere and you were with a group of people. And then what happened was the bus driver let these people off the bus, and you're supposed to get off the bus too. And the bus driver kind of locked you in the bus and you're like, what? And he's like, no, stay on the bus. And you start panicking like, no, I have to get off with them. That's my stop. And then the driver's like, no, there's somewhere I'm specifically supposed to take you. Right. And it's important. He's like, just trust me. Look at me. Trust me. I feel like this bus driver was an angel. But anywho, so the bus driver dropped you off to this church. It was like a big church. And the thing about it is that because you didn't know where you were going, you just finished eating because you're eating on the bus. And it's not a regular bus. Like I'm talking about, like it's like a tour bus, right? Like, you know, when you go to other countries and it's like a tour bus, you're just eating on the tour bus and you're like, oh my goodness, you walked out the bus, you saw the church, you knew automatically what was going to happen. You knew in your heart that you were about to be engaged. Okay. You knew your husband was waiting for you in that church, right? So here's the thing though. When you came off the bus, you started trying to like clean your teeth. You're like trying to get yourself together. And you're like, oh my gosh, I wish that I like touched up my makeup, or I wish I did my hair. It reminded me of the other dream. Remember I said in the other dream, you were doing the same thing. Like you're trying to get a house together. You're trying to like get yourself together, and they were trying to block you. In this dream, the bus driver told you that he's taking you somewhere, but no, because you didn't know where you were going, and you didn't know what was going to happen. It's a surprise to the point where you weren't even prepared. Like you just felt uncomfortable with the way you looked, what you were wearing, because you literally just came from an outing and you're like, I wanted to go freshen up and, you know, get myself together. This is my husband, you know? And this is where it's so similar. Also, because when you went downstairs, there was family members there and there was friends there, and they were all ready for a wedding, right? So this was your wedding, right? But here's the thing. These family members and friends, some of them, not all of them, there was like 3 or 4 of them, they were waiting for you. And then when you came walking down the stairs, they were all looking at you like this. So it's like, okay, let me give you an example. It's like one of those stairs. It's like someone that's not happy for you, but they hide it. So in front of your face, they're going to smile. In front of your partner's face, they're going to smile, right? But they're not really happy for you. You know what I mean? And you felt it when you're going down the stairs, you felt it. And you're like, okay, they're not happy for me, you know? But when you went down there, everybody came up to you and started talking to you like, hey, how are you? Excited? Da, 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 da. And you could just feel the fakeness. They're not genuinely happy, right? In the other dream that I had, they were you knew they weren't happy for you because they've been trying to block you from time, but they didn't try to hide it in the other dream. In this dream, they were trying to hide it. You see what I'm saying? So your husband was downstairs waiting, and this is where I told y'all that there's going to be some people that bring up your past or try to like make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel like you have to walk on eggshells. Because even in the church, they were making you feel like you're walking on eggshells. They started bringing up things that from the past, and they started talking about things that you no longer do. And it's kind of like they're trying to make you feel uncomfortable on your wedding day. Because yeah, you're going to get engaged, but you're going to get married on the spot. So they're trying to make you feel uncomfortable on your own wedding day, right? So what I took from that dream is that, one, you're going to be engaged. There's an engagement happening very soon. And not only that, but I feel like there's going to be people that are going to pretend they're happy for you, but they're really not. And I also feel like, you know, leading up to your wedding, there may be some people that try to bring up, uncomfortable topics on your important day. So what I said about the eggshells message relates to this too. Like if someone makes you feel uncomfortable or like you have to walk on eggshells, I'm not saying don't invite your family to your wedding, but you want to be cautious of who comes to big events like that, because the people that come to your wedding should be the ones that actually support you and love you and are genuinely happy for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to invite someone to your wedding who's low-key hating on you, who's going to purposely try to embarrass you in front of your partner, make you look bad, like you're like, oh, in the past they did this, and deep down you're like, what the heck, like I've changed, like you don't see who I am today, like I've progressed, right? So just be very cautious of who you're inviting to your wedding. I saw this video on Facebook one time where a mother sent out invitations to people, but said basically I think it was invitations or phone calls, and it was her son's wedding day. But here's how she chose her guests for him. She sent out, I think, phone calls or invitation, I don't remember, but basically she asked people, hey, you know, my son needs your help. Can you help him? He really, really needs your help. He's going through a very hard time right now. Is it possible that you can help him? Right? And if you can help him, here's the address. Show up at this spot, this place, on this day, this time, right? It was actually his wedding. So these are the people that he thought loved him, right? And when he went to his wedding, there was probably like 5 to 10 people that came out of like probably like 100 people that his mom asked and said, hey, my son needs your help. So the mom did that because the mom was trying to make sure that whoever was at her son's wedding genuinely loved her son. Do you see what I'm saying? And would help him if he was in a hard situation. These are the people that would be there for him, right? So I just wanted to give you that example so it doesn't get twisted as, oh, you're saying don't invite my family. That's so negative. No, I'm giving you that example so you guys can see where I'm coming from. But yeah, the positive thing about it is that there is going to be an engagement. So make sure your husband's going to accept you for who you are anyways. But, you know, if you're the kind of person that you look nice and freshen up for your husband, like, do make sure that the upcoming months, 4 months, now next 4 months, do make sure that, you know, you're on your P's and Q's when it comes to, like, you know, making sure your hair is tidy, you know, making sure, you know, you're keeping your face cleared, you know, getting your eyebrows done, waxed, whatever you have to do. I mean, it's not about all that, but you know, as women, like, we like to keep ourselves up, right? So, and sometimes when we don't, we kind of lose confidence, and you're going to be in front of a lot of people because this engagement is going to be public. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so congratulations to whoever you are. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.